need a light year just to catch my buzz. These right here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it?
It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
On the pickup.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's into the clear. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony McFarland, 71 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Colts nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And 10 at the 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Taylor. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Back at the 16.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He's got his tight end, Burton. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Complete to
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Naeem Hines, his first carry. Fights through, and now a crease. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Taylor. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
For the extra point.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, McFarland. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. A big play there out of the running game. 38 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. On the give, this is McFarland. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony McFarland with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
That's the score. Steelers 14, Colts 6.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Jonathan Taylor, the
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Hines. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He's brought down at the
some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
7 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Now it is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the handoff, it's McFarland. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try the left side. McFarland at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
On the tackle.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They run once more with Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
1st and 10, Taylor now. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun is Eason. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll run with McFarland. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Down just shy of the goal line.
McFarland once more. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Intercepted.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On first down, they'll start with McFarland. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Running with McFarland. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd down now, McFarland. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Down and 9.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. They'll try the left side. McFarland. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
He's taken down.
That one good for 12 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Eason. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start. No letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, McFarland. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
3 brings up 3rd and 8.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to Taylor on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
3 at the 37-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Eason to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On third down, Taylor, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And one of the whistles for a timeout.
17 yards.
So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say.